Well, hello and welcome back to the Attic. I'm Mike, and of course, this is the Attic where I discuss and review movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks for all the nice people out there in YouTube land. It's been a while since I actually reviewed a movie or DVD, so today's big episode is 1961's Reptilicus. This particular version is the Vinegar Syndrome special packaging edition. I had never seen this movie prior to getting this release, so I didn't know what to expect. I knew it was probably a B movie, and it is a very B movie. It's an American Danish co-production. On 4K for the first time, of course. There's 3 discs, a 4K disc and 2 Blu-rays. I did watch the US version, which is only on the 4K disc. I watched it about twice, and I watched the Danish version, which is only on the second Blu-ray, I believe. And I watched it about 3 times. So I watched it 5 times for all you nice people to get as good an impression of the movie as I can. I like the movie. I'm not very picky. I like B movies, and I like monster movies. So take what you will from that. Of course, it comes in this nice deluxe packaging. Kind of 2 slip covers. This one here might be a little harder to see. Oh, and there's the back of this one. And then, of course, you have your regular case, which has reversible art, which I did switch out because the other art that was on it was the exact same as this cover of the box. And of course, you get your 3 discs, the Blu-rays, and there's the 4K, and they have art similar to the one slipcover. It also comes with this, which I previously removed, comes with this cool poster, which gives you the anatomy and the inner workings of Reptilicus. If you are a fan of Gamera, you know that they also did it in these these DVD releases of Gamera. They did like the inner workings of the monsters. And of course, this whole release is very similar to, don't know if you can see it, the Vinegar Syndrome Gorgo release. Only I don't think this one has 3 discs, it's just 2 discs. So, like I've said in previous episodes, I grew up as a kid in the 70s and 80s and watched all kinds of monster movies. Like I said, also, I did not see this movie prior to this release, so I don't know how good the DVD or Blu-ray releases are compared to this. I do know it was restored from the 35mm camera negative with HDR, so the colors pop. But if you were playing this disc and you told somebody it was a 4K, I mean, the video quality is not what you would call 4K quality, but it's an older movie, probably shot on cheaper film. And some of the scenes with Reptilicus, especially the special effects, because in the US version he spews acid saliva at his enemies, and I hate to be a spoiler, he actually eats a person. So if that hope that wasn't a revelation of any kind. Anyway, I know how some of these special effects work, so I did check out the reason I checked out the Danish version to begin with was to see if those same scenes, he doesn't spew acid saliva in the Danish version, and consequently those scenes with Reptilicus actually look better and aren't such a drop in video quality. Of course, one of the movies, the U.S. version is 82 minutes long, and the Danish version is 95 minutes long. So you do get more scenes with Reptilicus. I think there is no flying scenes in the U.S. version, and there is in the Danish version. And there's some other extra scenes, of course. Part of the ridiculousness of the movie is that the guy they have that is watching the high-tech laboratory where they are doing the experiments on these pieces of Reptilicus that they found, he's kind of the comic relief. He's not what you would call bright, so why he would be like the night security guy at a high-tech lab, I have no idea. But just as an example of some of the ridiculousness of this character, at one point he has to go to the police station to report that Reptilicus has escaped the lab, and it's raining. He hops on his bike, the bike falls apart. Instead of just running to the police station, he carries the whole bike and all the pieces into the police station. So take what you will from that kind of comic relief. The same guy in the Danish version is also singing a Reptilicus song with a bunch of children, Sound of Music style. So that also is kind of weird. But I did enjoy the Danish version more than the US version. Just because it's longer. Of course, if you're not a person that likes subtitles and movies spoken in another language, you might not like this version of the movie. I did, just because it seemed like a more even video quality. There wasn't big dips in the video quality when Reptilicus was on screen, especially the ones where he's spewing the acid saliva at people. There is no scene of him eating anybody in the Danish version, which I don't think that makes a difference whether you want to watch it or not. So, if I was to rate Reptilicus, I would give it... Now, I'm including the packaging too, because the movie itself is probably not a stellar movie or a high-ranking movie. But with the packaging, I would say it's probably a 6 out of 10 rolls of pink insulation. Nothing too spectacular. If you're into this kind of stuff, of course, it's probably a no-brainer. As soon as I saw it on Vinegar Syndrome's website for pre-order, I pre-ordered it without even watching trailers or any of that stuff, just because I like that kind of movie. And I've seen some movies that were a lot worse than this one, special effects wise too. I didn't think it was quite as grainy as the Gorgo movie, but still probably a medium layer of grain in most of it. The sound quality, I could hear it and it didn't sound terrible. So like I said, the Danish version does have subtitles and is not spoken in English. I checked out one of the special features, and it was on how the movie came to be and the American-Danish co-production, how that all started. And it seemed pretty good. And there's audio commentaries, of course, and all that. So I thought for the money, if the video quality and the audio quality aren't like super top notch, of course you have to make up for it with deluxe packaging. Last I checked, this was about $32 on the Vinegar Syndrome website. Don't know if the special edition slipcovers and all that is still available. Obviously, if you're just a casual fan, that might be a little steep. Like I say, I know there's at least a Blu-ray and DVD version of this. Don't know what the quality is. And I found this movie. Well, I didn't find this movie just on this website. It'd been in my Amazon recommended, because I buy monster movies on Amazon. So I'd seen it, just never bought it before. So my favorite was the Danish version. Of course, the US version might be more along other people's line of viewing pleasure, but it's definitely what you would call a comfort movie for me, because I like this kind of stuff. So that'll wrap up this short review of Reptilicus. If you have this version, or you have previous releases, or have seen the movie, of course, let me know down in the comments section what you thought of it. 6 is probably a little high for the movie, but like I said, I take in more factors than just the movie and the video quality and all that stuff. It helps if I like the movie, and I like this movie. Otherwise, why would I watch it 5 times unless I'm a lunatic, which is always possible. So until next time, when I have a completely different movie, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully see you sooner than the last time I reviewed a movie. Thanks so much.